It's time for a country road to take me home to the place where I belong. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to RWF Dynamite, episode 30 of Universe Mode. This is our 15th episode of Dynamite, though, I believe. And we're starting right off with the #1 contender for the RWF Grand Championship, AJ Styles. He's in action tonight.
218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
218 pounds. What a fatty. AJ Styles won the #1 contendership after winning a triple threat match 2 Dynamites ago. And on the last episode of Dynamite, he defeated Eric Rowan of the Bully Club, but now he has to defeat, well, Roe Hansen. No, wait, just Roe? Yeah, last time he beat Roe, and now he's got to face Roe of the Bully Club. His opponent on our next stream this Sunday, of course, Bryson Hope, the RWF Grand Champion. And here comes the Bully Club. We have 3 title matches on this episode of Dynamite because 2 of them cannot legally take place at our next pay-per-view, which is in Saudi Arabia. Tonight we will see the Gay Cowboys defending their tag team championships against Rusev and Mike Kanellis, the Chads. And, well, John Moxley will defend his television championship, as usual, for a Dynamite episode. Today against Dolph Ziggler of the Federation 4.
The Bullies from parts unknown, weighing in at 247 pounds, Roe.
And hardcore championship match, Daniel Bryan defending against Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, of course, not allowed in the country. The Gay Cowboys, definitely not allowed in the country of Saudi Arabia. But everyone else should be fair game. Last Hope was an undefeated hardcore champion, vacated the title, defeated Johnny Gargano, the first ever Grand Champion, twice. Once to take the belt from him, and a second time to defend it. But his next challenger, AJ Styles, a man he has beat before, but also a man that has improved considerably since then. I do not think Last Hope is going to be able to pin AJ Styles with a bitch slap a second time. Here we go. Roe has impressive singles victory over Johnny Gargano, kneeing him in the back of the head. We've seen him excel in tag team matches as well. A rival of Devin, DKO, and Speedy, the former tag team champions. No longer even a tag team. On our last episode of Dynamite, a 5-star triple threat match in the main event, Cesaro versus Speedy versus Devin. Devin wound up pinning Speedy while Cesaro was on the outside. He pinned him with a pump handle Death Valley driver. AJ Styles takes a go behind from Roe and a German suplex. Roe holding on to it. Rainmaker from Roe, cover. Kick out by Styles. Would mean a lot for Styles' momentum if he can win over both Roe and Rowan. Superman punch from Roe. At this point, Last Hope seemingly just refuses to work on our weekly shows. We only see him in action at the pay-per-views. Kick out by Styles. Styles up to his feet. Float over. DDT by Styles. AJ dropping. Rowe right on his head, going for a cover now. 6 matches tonight. Kick out by Rowe. Vertical suplex. No. AJ turns it into a neck breaker. Styles pinned Mr. Kennedy
That fucker
Jr.
Cesaro
in his contendership match. That fucker Cesaro. Welcome, Russo. And yes, that fucker Cesaro main eventing tonight against Cain Velasquez. Of course, that is leading up to our Cruiserweight Championship match on our Sunday pay-per-view. Brown Jewels, where Johnny Gargano of the Federation 5 will be challenging, elbow drop from AJ, will be challenging the current champion, Rey Mysterio. Well, here it is, AJ Styles, #1 contender for the Grand Championship. Cesaro at the pay-per-view has a match of his own. He will be in a triple threat tag team match, elimination. Federation 5's Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler versus Moxley and Speedy versus the DCW Invasion, Feck West and Devin DKO. Of course, Speedy replaced by Feck in the DCW Invasion since quitting the brand. Punch to the head, discus, reversed by AJ, saw it coming, forearm from Styles. Calf slicer. The ropes are going to save Rowe here. This is our first match of the show. That fucker, that bald fuck Cesaro. Stomp to the belly of AJ. A gay. More like it. Styles up to his feet. Fireman's carry on Rowe. Drops him. Cover. Fireman's carry slam, but a kick out by Rowe. An early kick out by Rowe. Styles hasn't done enough just yet. AJ looking for the game changer. Last hope, and Rowan on the outside. Phenomenal forearm to Rowe. Cover by the #1 contender. 1, 2. No. I can't tell if Rowe kicked out or if Rowan was able to
I have some juicy backstage news for you.
Oh, what's that, Russo? Opening contest continues. A leg wrench from Styles. Russo has some news for us. Wonder if it's fake news, real news. What's going on as we head towards Brown Jewels this Sunday? Rowe having his way with AJ. Rocket kick, that double drop kick there from Rowe, looking for the finish. Styles up to his feet. Rowe catches him. There it is. Kick to the back of AJ Styles, not enough. Normally Rowe hits that on the back of the head. This wasn't enough, and it could have been because it looked like that was a kick to the spine. Kick to the back. Couldn't get the hit he wanted on AJ.
Hello.
Who drops Rowe with the power bomb and mean mugs. Hello, Lance. Boss Man is here. Welcome, Lance.
One of the creative writers in the back threw out that Speedy should have a MILF Slayer gimmick, but was met with a divisive reaction.
AJ Styles is being retarded right now, but no! He was pretending to be retarded to sucker and Rowe. Still up in the air. This is our first match of the show. AJ Styles, #1 contender for Last Hope's Grand Championship. Dropping Rowe on the apron. Last Hope, the RW
Another
Grand
name who was
Champion.
thrown out for the gimmick was the Top Shagger.
The Top Shagger as a MILF Slayer could make sense, yeah. I can see it. Of course, Dean Stevens, the Top Shagger. AJ Styles hit his own head on the steel steps during that Pele kick. Even heard the sound effect, probably. I did. The Top Shagger, Dean Stevens, challenging The Miz for his Chance Choice Championship at Brown Jewels this Sunday. Hello, welcome Speedy. Speedy, you had a 5-star match in the main event of our last show, that triple threat against Devin and Cesaro. Brainbuster from AJ Styles. Of course, a few weeks ago, you defeated Devin in a friendly singles competition to determine a #1 contender for Last Hope's at the time Hardcore Championship.
Yes, you did and lost.
You defeated Devin then, but Devin got some revenge last night, defeating you in that triple threat, pinned you with a pump handle Death Valley driver. After you took finisher
Basically,
after finisher.
Shagger would murder each MILF's husband and then become the unwanted dad of the now fatherless child. That title threat
Styles
wasn't so
clash.
friendly. Triple.
2, 3. Rowan tried to distract Styles. It did not work. Styles turns around, clash to Rowe. AJ has defeated 2/3 of the Bully Club, but can he defeat Last Hope at Brown Jewels? That was our first match of the night. We have 5 more for you. 3 title matches tonight. Television title on the line. Moxley versus Dolph Ziggler. The Tag Team Championships on the line. The Gay Cowboys defending against the Chads. And the Hardcore Championship on the line. Sami Zayn challenging Daniel Bryan. Of course, we have so many title matches tonight because Sami Zayn and the Gay Cowboys are not allowed to compete at Saudi Arabia, in Saudi Arabia. But we will have an amazing card nonetheless at Brown Jewels. I'll run through the card in a bit. A big win for AJ. Could AJ Styles defeat Last Hope and become your new RWF Grand Champion? If momentum's anything to go by, you'd bet on AJ right now. Let's not forget, undefeated in singles competition is our RWF Grand Champion. Champion! Shagger would murder each MILF's husband and then become the unwanted dad of the now fatherless child. That's a good one. I like that. And here we go. #1 contendership match for Boaz Visnak's MMA Championship. Chad Gable, one-on-one with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is back. Kurt Angle, of course, Boaz's childhood hero. But I would like to report that earlier today, Kurt Angle said this to Boaz. He said, "Boaz, I'm not your father. Stop being a weirdo. Stop dressing like me. I know who your father is. He didn't love you. He left you because you're a worthless piece of shit. And I'm going to reveal who your dad is after I beat you at Brown Jewels," is what Kurt Angle said. Harsh words from Kurt Angle to Boaz Visnak, the current MMA champion, that looks up to
That
Angle
is
more than
very
anyone
kind
else.
rambling.
It's very kind.
Weighing in at 202 pounds.
They weren't my words. They were Kurt Angle's words. Of course, at Brown Jewels, Speedy will team up with John Moxley in elimination. Triple threat
What a
tag
bastard.
team match. It will be Speedy and Moxley versus Devin and Feck West of DCW versus the Federation 5's Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler. But right now, it's all about Kurt Angle.
That new all-black attire.
Head-to-head with Gable. The all-black, yeah. You come out in a leather jacket and all black now.
It's great.
I figure it would look good, especially if we're going to be teaming with Moxley on the next pay-per-view. I also have just a singles, like, no leather jacket and not black. But if you like the black, we can keep it. We'll see how things go. Here we go. Kurt Angle shitting all over the MMA champion Boaz. But can he put his money where his mouth is? Can he defeat Chad Gable here tonight? Chad Gable, a former RWF MMA champion. Here we go, right off the bat. Capture. Suplex by Angle. Down goes the former champ. Chad Gable was the first ever MMA champion in RWF history. Attempt by Angle. Angle thrown down. Arm drag from Gable. Gable more experienced in this type of fight. There's quite a few fights.
So I might not have school tomorrow.
In RWF, that's cool. German suplex by Angle. It's always a good day. There's no school and no work. So good for you, Speedy. What, is there going to be a bunch of snow or something? Arm drag by Gable, taken down. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle in the red, white, and blue. In the blue trunks, we have Chad Gable.
Floods.
Floods. Oh. What, do you live in Italy or something? You live in Venice? Here it is. German suplex by Angle. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to hold on to the waist of Chad Gable here, dropping the former MMA champion with 3 straight German suplexes.
Nope, England.
And that jacked his back. England. Okay. Forearm by Gable. Arm drag again. 2 Angle from Gable. Gable looking very impressive at the moment. Belly to belly from Chad. Knee to the head.
Oh, in North England.
Angle up to his feet. Angle up to his feet. Angle slam to Chad Gable. North England. Oh, Lance also a native of the British Isle. Forearm by Angle. Angle from behind. A second Angle slam. Not long after the first one. Now going for the submission here. A single leg camo clutch on Chad Gable. Knee in the back of Gable, who just took 2 Angle slams. And Angle's gonna have to tap. Excuse me, Gable's gonna have to tap. Kurt Angle victorious tonight. And he's gonna get that match he wanted with the man who says is copying him completely. He said it was just tacky what Bose was doing.
Oh no, Shorty G tapped.
Coming to the ring in his own gear. That's right, Gable taps out after 2 straight Angle slams from Kurt.
What a wuss tapping so quick.
I don't know, you get.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, last hope, the undefeated in singles competition RWF Grand Champion is here. His challenger at the pay-per-view, AJ Styles. There he is, Kurt Angle has defeated Chad Gable. Kurt Angle talked shit to Boaz. It's gotten personal. Kurt Angle versus Boaz at RWF Brown Jewels. Boaz Visnak, Kurt Angle. The MMA Championship on the line in Saudi Arabia. But let's get into our next match of the night. It is our first title match of the night. Our television championship on the line. Jon Moxley will defend the TV title against Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, former television champion himself. Former Chance Choice champion as well. But can he become your new television champion? If he wins, he's going into our next pay-per-view as TV champion, and he has a tag match on that show with Cesaro as his partner. I think it's a good time as any to get into the card for our next show, Brown Jewels. Tommaso Ciampa and the Destroyer have challenged Brian Azriel to a tag team match. Azriel has to find a tag team partner. Johnny Gargano will take on Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight Championship. The Miz defends his Chance Choice Championship against Dean Stevens, the Top Shagger. Boaz versus Angle for the MMA Championship. Moxley and Speedy versus DKO and Feck versus Cesaro and Ziggler, triple threat elimination tag team match. Last Hope will defend his Grand Championship against AJ Styles. And the main event, the greatest Royal Ramble. A 30-man over-the-top rope battle royale
from Hollywood, Florida,
where people come in one by one every 30 seconds, and the winner is the #1 contender for the RWF Grand Championship. So those are the 7 matches on our next card.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. See what Mr. Ziggles can do. Oh, look at that crotch shot. Mr. Ziggler of the Federation 5.
What is that? Emoji face screaming in fear.
And here it is. The television champion, Jon Moxley. There he is. Jon Moxley, the current TV champion, has been unstoppable with that title. But now it's up to Ziggler to throw his hand and see what he can do. Of course, on the last episode of Dynamite, Feck West was unsuccessful against Moxley.
What is Ziggler cosplaying as Han Solo?
Moxley here will be teaming up with
Emoji
Speedy
clapping hands. Emoji clapping hands.
Emoji clapping hands. Here we are. Dolph Ziggler, Jon Moxley, one-on-one TV championship on the line. Here we go. Right off the bat, Moxley with a striking combination to Ziggler. Oh! Kick from Ziggler, but he's caught. Michinoku driver by the champion. Moxley taking down Ziggler. Stomp to the forehead. Dolph in trouble here. Well, someone asked why Ziggler was dressed like that. And Mr. Ziggler is a member of the Federation 5, and they seemingly all dress like that. Backslide from Moxley, going for a quick win. Kick out by Mr. Ziggler. Other members of the Federation 5, of course, Mr. Rollins, Mr. Cesaro, Maskoff, Thundercock, and Mr. Gargano. Off the top of the fist drop, but no, Ziggler saw it coming. Moxley fighting back.
I can't wait for the pay-per-view.
The pay-per-view, the PPV, is going to be fantastic. Streaming this Sunday, Brown Jewels, 7 great matches on the show. Here it is. Neckbreaker by Mr. Ziggler. Moxley was almost counted out there. Back into the ring comes Mox. Ziggler fighting back, slap to the hand. Lariat, down goes Moxley. Ziggler's taking down Moxley, but Moxley has taken down Ziggler. Full mount, ground and pound here from John. Moxley stopped to the chesticles of Ziggler here. Lifts him up. No, Ziggler fighting back. Saw the chop coming, goes for the drop kick. Moxley gets out of the way. A crossbody from Moxley. Just wailing on Ziggler. Moxley showing off to the crowd. In comes Mr. Ziggler. Gut kick from Moxley. Going for a power bomb here. Oh no! What's he doing? I was worried. I thought Moxley was going to powerbomb Ziggler out of the ring, instead just dropping him on the top rope. Moxley and Ziggler will be wrestling each other at the pay-per-view
easily
as well,
has this one won.
although in a tag team match, unlike this singles match. Crowd going for Ziggler. Ziggler fighting back, but a crossbody from Moxley. Moxley silencing the crowd here. Of course, The Miz
Still
and
anyone's
Dolph
match.
Ziggler had an incredible match at our last pay-per-view. And an elbow off the top rope to the outside from John. Still anyone's match, true. Running Bulldog from Moxley. Ziggler is bloodied. Ziggler is bloodied. Moxley, what's he going for here? On the outside. Modified Fugbuster. Referee at a 4 count. Dolph Ziggler got 3rd place in the RWF Grand Championship tournament that kicked off the series. 6 count from the referee. Cesaro got 4th place. 2nd place was Seth Rollins, and first ever Grand Champion, Johnny Gargano. Moxley was not in that tournament, but he by far has more defenses of any championship in RWF. Kick out by Ziggler than anyone else. Kick to the chest by Moxley. The man who lasted the longest with Jon Moxley, Brian Azrael, as a tag team match at the pay-per-view, has to find a tag team partner for that match. Don't know who it's going to be just yet. Back suplex by Jon. No mercy from Moxley here in this TV title match. 2 championship matches after this one still to come. Covered by Jon. And a kick out. Elbow to the skull. Covered by Mox. And a kick out by Ziggler again. Moxley was contemplating going to the top rope. Instead, he's taking Ziggler to the ropes. Ziggler fighting back. Gut kick. No! Big day from Moxley.
Wait, so which John is my partner?
What do you mean, which Jon? Jon Moxley's your partner. They're both Jon Moxley. He was cloned. Until they grow sentience apart from each other, they're the same person.
What? I'm confused.
All right. I'm back.
The one in black.
Ziggler kicked out of that first Dirty Deeds. But it wasn't enough. A beautiful neck breaker from Moxley in those moments near the end. Just a one-sided beatdown near the end. It took 2 Filthy X at a reasonable price, but it's over. Well, it took 1 Filthy X and some ground and pound.
Thanks, Lance, really helpful.
All right, now it's time for the Hardcore Championship match here. Well, Speedy, that is your partner at the pay-per-view, Jon Moxley. Celebrating and congratulating himself on a TV title defense. Hardcore Championship on the line. Sami Zayn obviously became the #1 contender after defeating Daniel Bryan in a singles match on Dynamite a few weeks ago. Although it was non-title, Daniel Bryan went on to defend the Hardcore Championship, or for some reason it says Hampionship, against Kevin Owens in a 5-star match opening the show at Balls for Hire.
The following contest.
Bryan
Emoji thumbs up.
Zayn, Hardcore Championship on the line. Sami Zayn has one of the only two men in RWF to have been inside the Hell in a Cell. It was Zayn and Gargano at the main event of RWF Purgatory. Zayn went on to defeat the former and at the time Cruiserweight champion Adam Cole at RWF Piss Break.
How many more matches we got?
3 matches left. The Hardcore Championship right here, right now. After this, the Tag Team Championship, the Gay Cowboys versus Kanellis and Rusev. In the main event, Cain Velasquez going head-to-head with Mr. Cesaro. Daniel Bryan won the Hardcore Championship in a 6-man Elimination Chamber match after it was vacated by Last Hope, and he defended that championship in a 5-star match against Kevin Owens, but can he defend it once again here against Sami Zayn on the Dynamite before Brown Jewels? Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan refusing to go to Saudi Arabia. Well, Daniel Bryan refusing to go. Sami Zayn just can't go. Crowd fully behind Daniel Bryan. Of course, it was a distraction from Kevin Owens that likely cost Daniel Bryan that match against Zayn on Dynamite. But nonetheless, Zayn got the win after only one Helluva Kick. This match, unlike that last one, Kevin Owens is not at ringside. It is a hardcore match.
Introducing the challenger from Montreal,
Falls only count in the ring.
Canada,
All weapons allowed,
weighing
no
in at
countouts.
212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
When will the PPV be?
Brown Jewels will be streaming this Sunday.
Introducing the champion from Aberdeen, Washington.
This Sunday, we're going to have a Greatest Royal Ramble. We're going to have a triple threat tag team elimination match. Grand Championship will be defended. The Chance Choice Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship all being defended. It's going to be a good card. If you need any reminders as to what's on it, just let me know. Dean Stevens and Miz, Chance Choice. Styles and Last Hope, Grand Championship. Daniel Bryan handing over the Hardcore Championship to our referee, Alejandro, son, also known as Ali Alejandro. The big purple belt, the first ever championship where a champion was crowned. It was the first ever Hardcore champion was Mr. Kennedy Jr. Sami Zayn complaining on the outside of the ring, not smart. Daniel Bryan obviously going to go right after him, dropping him off the fireman's carry face first on the apron. This is a hardcore match, Zayn. Bryan's not going to wait for you. Zayn got the win in the normal singles match, but this is a hardcore match.
Me and John
They can stay
Moxley
here as
winning
long as
#1
possible.
contenders for the tag titles.
It's possible. Big kick to the face of Bryan, down he goes. And a backhand chop to Bryan. Zayn getting the upper hand, dominating Bryan on the outside, throws in the champion, and a kick to the bum. Of course, Moxley, I know you said something about wanting to get out of the tag division. Of course, someone else could replace Moxley. I know that match is more just getting away from Devin more than anything for you. And of course, you and
It's not a
Moxley want
prediction,
to
it's
team
a
up
spoiler.
to take on the Federation 5. And you'll get your chance to beat up both Devin and Cesaro at Brown Jewels in that triple threat tag team match. It's a spoiler. See, Speedy was all for being tag team champions with Jon Moxley. Zayn throwing in Bryan here. Some more brawling on the outside, but Zayn brings it right back in. Bryan trying to keep things out there. Zayn trying to keep things in the ring. Zayn won in the ring the last time they faced off, so it makes sense. Daniel Bryan is the hardcore champion. He's going to take advantage of it. Going for the drop kick. Zayn gets out of the way. Bryan hurts his ass. And a sit-out power slam from Sami Zayn. Kick to the back of Daniel Bryan. Going for a cover here. 1 count and a kick out by the champion. Daniel Bryan would love to put on another 5-star match, but if I was him, I'd be more focused on getting the W than the 5. Another knee DT by Zayn. Zayn being very meticulous here, picking apart Daniel Bryan. Going after the limbs. Cover by Zayn again, and a kick out at 1 again by Bryan. Elbow to the back. Elbow to the chest. Bryan failing to respond to anything Zayn has for him. DDT. Now going for a submission here. Bryan could tap. He's taken a lot of punishment, not returned with anything until now. Thrown over Zayn and a punch to the back of the head. Bryan.
Good strategy by Zayn, I'm impressed.
Bryan taking Zayn to the apron. Suplex, and back in comes Zayn. Yeah, Zayn impressive. You would think he's the champion the way he was treating Bryan earlier. Cover here by Bryan after that suplex. Kick out at 1, this time by Zayn. Neither man able to get even a 2 count just yet. Bryan, schoolboy pin. No rope breaks for Zayn. Kick out at 2. Bryan gets a 2 count. First 2 count of the match. Bryan for sure has taken more punishment than Zayn up to this point though. Punch to the head by Bryan. Daniel has Zayn on the apron and to the outside. Bryan, very smart, keeps wanting to bring this match to the outside and live up to the title that he holds. Hardcore champion. Now Bryan looking for a weapon. He's got one, but Zayn's up. Punches a sledgehammer out of Bryan's hand. Blue Thunder Bomb on the outside from Zayn. Blue Thunder Bomb by Zayn. And a snap suplex for good measure on the floor. Zayn lining up Bryan for something. Koji clutch. Daniel Bryan tapped out Kevin Owens twice on the outside in their title match at Balls for Hire. Sami Zayn looked to get some revenge, make Bryan tap out on the outside in this title match, but Bryan refuses to tap. Even if it wouldn't have meant anything on the outside, Bryan refuses. Zayn winds up letting it go. Zayn now getting the better of the exchanges on the outside. Caught by Bryan. And a German suplex from Daniel Bryan, dropping Zayn on the back of his head. Slap to the face of Zayn. And a hatch suplex from the champion. Relentless here is Daniel Bryan. Kicking the shit out of Zayn here. The yes kicks on the outside, right to the chest of the challenger. And 1 to the head for good measure. Bryan's looking for another weapon. The sledgehammer will not do. Bryan's going to give the people what they want. Never mind, just throwing down the table. He doesn't want it. Bryan doesn't even care about the table. Lining up Zayn. What's he going for? Trying to lock in the yes lock maybe? But why on the outside? Don't know what Bryan's going for, but Zayn punching his way out of it. Fist to the stomach of the champion, going for a gut kick, caught by Bryan. Bryan getting the better with these strikes on the outside once again. German suplex on the table. German on the table by Bryan. There we go. That's why he got it. Throwing in Zayn. Bryan looking to finish this match now after the German suplex on the table. Kick out at 1 by Zayn. Zayn just took a German suplex onto a table and kicked out at 1. After that onslaught from the Hardcore Champion on the outside, Bryan is starting to lose patience. Bryan is really starting to lose patience in this match. Hardcore Championship on the line. Daniel Bryan resorting to good old-fashioned wrestling, but Zayn able to pull his hat out of Bryan's ass. And another sit-out power slam from the challenger. Zayn, he's got Bryan where he wants him. No rope breaks. Submission locked in. This time in the ring. Bryan with an elbow immediately. He saw the clutch coming. Immediately gets out of it. Bryan going for another weapon. Bryan looking to keep things hardcore. Zayn trying his hardest to stop Bryan from doing so. Catches Daniel on the outside. Here it is, Fisherman. Key Crusher. Key Crusher by Sami Zayn.
Flexed on a table, kick out at 1, kicks the arm, kick out at 2, logic.
A Hurricane Rana by Daniel Bryan on the outside here. Throwing Zayn back into the ring. Hardcore Championship match continues. Arm wrench here by Bryan and an arm breaker to Zayn. Daniel Bryan makes good. Being Hardcore Champion, last hope for the longest time. Refused to get hardcore in his own Hardcore Championship division that he was on top of. Daniel Bryan, quite the opposite. Quite the opposite from Daniel Bryan. Bryan hitting the S-kicks, but a big knee from Zayn. Big knee from Zayn.
Makes sense to me.
Cover, here it is. Dirty, dirty. No, kick out by Bryan. A dirty kick, a dirty pin by Zayn, but it's all legal. Yes, lock. Zayn's in trouble. No rope breaks. No, Zayn able to get free.
Zayn.
Punch to the head of Bryan. Zayn up and out. Eats a forearm from Daniel. Cover. Could have knocked him out. We'll see. 1, 2. Kick out by Zayn. And the Hardcore Championship match continues here. These two men beating the snot out of each other's noses. Here it is. Zayn has Bryan in the corner. Exploder by Zayn. Cover. The Exploder suplex into the corner from Sami Zayn. Zayn is the new Hardcore Champion. Sami Zayn has defeated Daniel
His
Bryan
ankle hit the
here tonight.
turnbuckle, ouch.
Suplex into the turnbuckle. Just throwing Daniel Bryan back first into the corner. And it was enough.
Here is your
It was
winner,
enough to be crowned your new
Raw
Hardcore
Wrestling
Champion.
Hardcore
So yeah, that championship is definitely
Sami
not showing up in Saudi Arabia. Not anytime soon, at least. A big win for our new champion.
Soaked up all that Bryan had and still won, ooh ow.
I know. Like I said, Zayn is a main eventer, my guy.
Wow.
And here we go, the tag team championships on the line. The champions, the Gay Cowboys, defending tonight against the #1 contenders, the Cucks to Chads, Rusev and
Come on, Mike and Kanellis.
Mike and Kanellis. Yeah, let's go, Mike and Kanellis. Fuck.
Mike and Kanellis really Speedy.
What's Rusev doing
Hayes
out here?
versus Cox. Jeez.
Rusev with a microphone. What does Rusev possibly have to say?
They both go well together.
Oh, here it is. He's saying,
Oh no.
I'm so happy to have my wife back. But I'm even happier to be coming out with my new boyfriend. Oh no, Rusev. His boyfriend, Mike Kanellis? There they are. These Chads, Rusev and Mike Kanellis, have
And
cucked.
doing his Rock impression.
They've both cucked their own wives. Their wives were cucking them, so they decided,
Well
let's
then.
cuck them back. Here comes the #1 contenders. to the
Chads
Tag
are
Team
now gimps.
Championships. Rusev and Mike Kanellis.
That just happened.
It just happened. They were fed up with Maria and Lana, and they wanted to get revenge, and they saw out each other. But here come the OG couple of RWF.
So this turned into a four-way orgy.
Yes, it did. The OG couple of RWF, the tag team champions, Heath Slater and Cole Quinn. So, chat, who do you have in this one? That is what's on the line right there. The orange belts.
On the way to the ring.
What do you mean on the way to the ring? You retard?
509 pounds, Rusev and Mike Kanellis. Rusev Day.
They're already in the ring. JoJo's so stupid.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 400.
So, will we have new champions?
They are the champions. Cole Quinn and
They are the champions! Yes, they are the champions. Why'd you say it like that, you weirdo? Here we go. They won those championships in a triple threat TLC match at our last pay-per-view, defeating both former tag champions, Father and Son, and DCW Invasion. Lifting up those titles. Here we go. We're going to start things off with Rusev and Cole Quinn. Les Champions! Rusev right off the bat. Uranagi taken down. Cole Quinn. Crowd chant for Rusev here. Overhead, belly to belly, down goes Quinn. Shoulder claw by Rusev. Quinn's in trouble. Le Champion. Who will take home the tag team championships here tonight? Tag made? No. Rusev able to avoid it. Take it out, Slater. Cole Quinn's all alone with the Chads. And a big boot from Rusev. Cover. Kick out at one by Quinn. Double leg takedown. Quinn able to get the tag. Slater back on the apron, made his way back up. Probably wants some revenge on Rusev for that strike before. Russian leg sweep by the champion. Rusev trying to crawl over to his boyfriend, Mike Kanellis. Slap to the titty. Russian leg sweep by Slater. Slater throwing Rusev into the corner, chases him, going for a splash. Rusev gets out of the way. It's a splash in his own corner, well, more like an ass splash. Slater firing back, but it's not enough. Backbreaker from Rusev. Tag made, in comes fan favorite Mike Kanellis. Kanellis, arm drag by Slater. Caught by Kanellis, front neck lock, jumping arm breaker by Mike. Kanellis now, sit out powerbomb. A huge powerbomb to Heath Slater. And he's really feeling it. Hard stomp right to the belly of Slater. Slater throwing into the corner by Kanellis. Body splash by Kanellis. Kanellis just mocking Slater. He just pressed the taunt button like 4 times in a row. Go behind by Kanellis. Jumping neck breaker. Down goes Slater. The tag team champions are getting annihilated by Rusev and Kanellis here. Super kick. Slater's in trouble. Mike Kanellis from behind. The power of love connects. Cover. An immediate kick out by Slater. Slater still alive in this match. Power of love not nearly enough. Tag made, in comes Rusev. Punch to the head, no, forearm by Slater. Corner to corner. Slater has Rusev right where he wants him. Shoulder tackle. Tag made. In comes Cole Quinn. After us comes Rusev. There goes double back body drop by the champions. Fireman's carry takeover by Rusev. Down goes Quinn. Quinn, the palest man in the match, thrown into the corner. Rusev makes the tag. Here comes Kanellis. This is the match we all wanted to see in RWF. Mike Kanellis, Cole Quinn. Belly punch by Quinn. Lifting up Kanellis. Fireman's carry. Dropping Kanellis. Throw first on the top rope. Quinn with the advantage thus far. Throwing Kanellis into his own corner. Quick tag, in comes Heath Slater. Quick tags. They are a tried and true tag team. Chasing the dragon. A chasing the dragon to Mike Kanellis by Heath Slater and Cole Quinn. Arm drag from Kanellis. Slater's taken quite the beating in this match. Oh, he's trying to pull off Slater's hat. Slater holding onto his hat, not going to let it happen. Slater kicking off Mike. Stomp to the arm of Kanellis. Stomp to the arm of Kanellis. Single leg camel clutch. Kurt Angle. Tapped out Chad Gable with that move earlier tonight, although it was after 2 angle slams. Into the corner. Tag made. Rusev off the top. Double axe handle. Slater fighting back. Fist to the face of Rusev. Off the ropes comes Rusev right into the arm drag from Slater. Will the tag team champions defend the title and prove they earned that victory at Balls for Hire in the main event? Rusev pushing off Slater. Slater in the opposite corner. Tag made, in comes Kanellis. Double axe handle the arm. Dropping him on the leg. Slater struggling to get over to Cole Quinn. Kanellis not going to let him. Spine buster by Mike. Cover. Broken up by Cole Quinn. Match will continue. Quinn might have thought that spine buster was it for Slater. Super kick. No, Slater saw it coming. Zigzag. Slater hit the zigzag. Cover. Kick out by Kanellis. Impaler. Cover by Slater. The referee's distracted. No. 1, 2. Kick out by Kanellis. That referee distraction bought Kanellis just enough time to get the shoulder up. A tag made, and in comes Cole Quinn. Neck breaker from Quinn. Oh! Lifting him up and throwing down Kanellis like he's nothing but a pile of shit. A bag of shit, because that'd be easier to lift. Cole Quinn looking for the finish. Red eye. A red eye to Mike Kanellis. Cover here. In comes Rusev. In comes Slater. Oh, Rusev! With a strike to the back of the referee's head. And the match continues. Rusev just annihilated Ale Alejandro, our referee here tonight. Leg kick by Quinn. Kanellis throwing out Quinn. Tag made, very smart tag. In comes the much fresher Rusev. Rusev gets out of the way. Quinn was going for a splash in the corner. Striking combination. And a headbutt from Rusev. Gut kick. A backhand slap and another headbutt by Rusev. Rusev demolishing Cole Quinn now. Quinn fighting back. He realized how desperate his situation has become, but Rusev not going to let him clothesline in the corner. Slater and Rusev exchanging harsh words. Tag made, in comes Slater. Slater going for a drop kick, caught by Rusev, and a gut kick. The biggest man in the match, also the freshest. Oh no. Wheelbarrow, face buster to Slater. Rusev, the freshest man in the match. Slater, either Slater or Kanellis, probably tied for the men who've taken the most damage. Cover by Slater. The kick out by Rusev. Going for the knee to the back. Rusev gets out of the way. Machka kick to Slater. No! Slater! Accolade by Rusev. Oh, Slater slips out. That would have been perfect. Cole Quinn was distracted. Neckbreaker. Slater hit the neckbreaker from behind on Rusev. Slater barely staying alive in this match, able to avoid the accolade there from Rusev. This match easily could have been over there. Rusev with a gut kick to Slater.
Slips out like a cock.
Lays him out, slips out like a cork. Slater taking down Rusev. This match really could go either way at the moment. Little Jimmy! Slater hits the Little Jimmy. Points at Rusev and says, nighty night. Slater has Rusev in the corner. Rusev just started to bleed. In comes Cole Quinn. Off the ropes. Double back body drop to Rusev. Quinn cranking his neck, looking for the finish, but no. Hot tag from Rusev. In comes Kanellis. Big boot to Quinn. Haymaker right to Kanellis. The Gay Cowboys have Mike Kanellis all alone. Clothesline. And another. Off the ropes comes Quinn. Calf kick by Quinn. The arena's going crazy for the Gay Cowboys. Neck breaker reversed into an eye rake by Kanellis. Beautiful move and a chop block. Genius by Kanellis. Genius. Cole Quinn was going for a signature neck breaker there. Cover. Kick out. Kanellis. Removing the turnbuckle pad in the corner. Going for a neck breaker of his own. Insult to injury, using Quinn's own move against him. And a forearm to Quinn. Off the ropes comes Quinn. Back elbow. Kanellis making a mockery of Cole Quinn. Rusev has seen better days. Super kick by Mike. Pulling Quinn far away from his own corner. Cover. This could be it. Slater nowhere to be seen. Quinn actually kicking out himself. The match will continue. Kanellis from behind, going for a waist lock. No, back elbows by Quinn. Forearm to the back of Kanellis' head. There he is, the neck breaker. Quinn hits his signature neck breaker to Kanellis. Lock it in, the submission here. Look at this. Look at this arm lock by Quinn. He's asking the ref, tap Kanellis. No, Kanellis able to slip his arm out and roll forward out of it. Fireman's carried by Mike. Mike Kanellis. Tornado punch off the fireman's carry. Tag made, in comes Rusev. And it's not looking good for the champions at the moment. Oh no! Rusev locks in the accolade. No! This time Cole Quinn has the wherewithal to slip out as soon as he sees it coming. Dropping Rusev on his knee. The referee just fixed the turnbuckle pad in the corner. Quinn kicking out the knee of Rusev. Red eye by Quinn. Speaking of red eye, look at all the blood coming to Rusev's forehead. Kanellis doesn't break it up. The Gay Cowboys retain. The Chads have been defeated by the Gay Cowboys. Cole Quinn with a pinfall victory over Rusev after the red eye. Kanellis tried to carry his team to victory, but it wasn't enough. The Gay Cowboys prove that they belong at the mountaintop here in our WF.
Wow.
The Gay Cowboys have defeated both former tag team champions and Rusev and Kanellis. But can they defeat the team that has declared their #1 contenders at Brown Jewels? It will either be Speedy and Moxley, Devin, DKO, and Feck West, or Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler. But here tonight, one-on-one, Cain Velasquez versus Cesaro here in our main event, of course at the pay-per-view. Cain Velasquez's good friend, Rey Mysterio, will be taking on Johnny Gargano. One-on-one, a Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Cesaro of the Federation 5, along with Maskell Thundercock, the brainchild of the Fed 5, backing up Gargano. Who will take home the win? Of course, Lance has had his problems with Cesaro. Decided to come out in support of Cain Velasquez for this main event. Lance, it's worth mentioning, caused the injury that cost Drew McIntyre a shot at The Miz and his Chance Choice Championship. A crossbody off the top of a cage directly onto Drew McIntyre's head. Drew McIntyre will not be able to attend our next show, Brown Jewels, because of it, and instead Dean Stevens will be taking on The Miz. Lance, of course, has already declared himself for the greatest Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, I back winners, not losers.
Yeah, and here we go. Out first, he is a former RWF MMA champion.
Sarso is a
the
winner.
Current Cruiserweight champion, Rey Mysterio, and Lance Bossman.
From San Jose, California, weighing in at 240 pounds,
Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez defeated Brock Lesnar to become MMA champion. Back when he held the title, the current MMA champion, of course, Bo is Visnak. Bo is taking on Kurt Angle for the title at Brown Jewels. I back winners, not losers. Cesaro is a winner. What? Oh. Curso is a winner. There they are! The Federation 5.
And his opponent, accompanied by Johnny Gargano, and representing the Four Horsemen from Lucerne, Switzerland,
Mr. Cesaro wrestling Cain Velasquez tonight. Mr. Gargano, #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship, and there he is, Mask Off Thundercock, the man that united the Federation 5. Cesaro has never looked better. Made it to the Final 4 in the Grand Championship tournament. He got 4th place after losing the 3rd place match to Dolph Ziggler. But since then, Cesaro has been on the up and up, and it's largely in part. It's largely due to the fact he joined the Federation 5. Gargano, the most recent acquisition of the Federation 5, for some reason wearing that blindfold, but still able to wrestle quite effectively. Must have a lot of peeky holes in it. It's a gimmicked blindfold for sure. Gargano joined after losing his rematch against Last Hope for the RWF Grand Championship, back when Ziggler was still a Chance Choice Championship holder. Here we go. Ring-a-ding-ding, says referee Ali Alejandro, and right off the bat, Cain with the strikes to Cesaro. Cesaro firing back, and here's a lockup. Headlock by Cesaro. Sup, nigga. Off the ropes comes Cesaro. Velasquez drops down. Spear by Velasquez. Cover. Not even a 1, and a kick out by Cesaro. Members of the Federation 5, the leader Mask Off Thundercock, Mr. Cesaro, Mr. Ziggler, Mr. Gargano, and Mr. Rollins. Jeez. Velasquez, former MMA champion, has Cesaro in the corner here. Down he goes. Cover here. One. Kick out by Cesaro. Gut kick. Velasquez, here it is. A necklock airplane spin. Stomp to the chin, and another. Cesaro is hurt here against Velasquez and stomps to the side of his face. Gotta wonder how much that armor can help when you're in the ring against Cain Velasquez, who flattens him with a knee to the face. Velasquez picking apart Cesaro in our main event. Snake eyes in the corner. Cesaro finally getting the better of his opponent, and a leg drop to Velasquez. Uppercut from Cain. Cain now go behind, German suplex, dropping Cesaro. Cain has looked really good in this match. He's just brutalizing Cesaro here, not letting go of that wrist control. Now wrench it back on the arm of the Federation 5's heavy, dropping the knees on the back of Mr. Cesaro. Ground and pound here from Cain off the full mount. Stomp to the arm. Look at this, clubbing blows to Cesaro's face. The helmet could have saved Cesaro a little bit there, but his head's knocking around on the inside of it. Covered by Velasquez. Kick out at one by Cesaro, despite how much offense he has taken from Cain here. Arm trap by Velasquez. Not letting go of it. He's just schooling Cesaro here. And more ground and pound. This is looking ugly. Another cover. And another kick out at one by Cesaro. In the corner, going for the knee. Velasquez gets out of the way. Swiss death by Cesaro. He was waiting to hit that one. One, two count. Cesaro already gets a 2 count, which Velasquez has been unable to do with much more offense. Cesaro looking for the finish. No!
Perfectly timed.
Big knee by Cain. Big knee by Cain.
Oof.
2. Kick out by Cesaro. There
Finish
it is.
him.
Cain Velasquez finally getting a 2 count on Cesaro. But neither man has got the 3, and that's all that matters. The 5-star granted Cesaro a 2 count. And that straight punch right to the face of Cesaro, right on the chin. Granted Velasquez his 2 count. Back elbows by Cain, punch to the face. Cesaro in the corner. Cesaro saw it coming. From behind, back suplex to Velasquez. Neck crank by Cesaro. Jawbreaker from Cain. And a beautiful clothesline. And by beautiful, I mean fucking disgusting, ugly looking clothesline. but it was effective, and that's what matters, as JBL would say. Going for the big knee. Cesaro saw it coming again. Big drop kick by the big man. Cesaro coming off a incredible match, a 5-star match, main eventing the last episode of Dynamite, that triple threat with Speedy and Devin, but he's accidentally taken out the referee by throwing Velasquez right through him. Referee Alejandro seems to be recovering. Kick to the shoulder of Velasquez. Fireman's carry. Cesaro, what's he looking for? Dropping. Velasquez throat first on the top rope. Cesaro now dominating Velasquez. The opposite of what he saw earlier. Mockingly pointing at Mysterio and Lance before going for the cover on Velasquez, who kicks out. I don't know if it's smart to be mocking people outside of the ring when you got Cain Velasquez trying to kill you on the inside. So Cesaro might be the man to get away with it. Velasquez, head kick! The move, the head kick that knocked out Brock Lesnar. Cover, hits it out of nowhere. It's not enough. Cesaro kicks out. That was a 1 count. That was like a 1.5, not even a 2 count. The head kick, you got to think Cesaro's helmet could have been what caused that. And a big punch right to the head. A knockout fist to the face of Cesaro. Velasquez, cover, and a big win for Cain Velasquez. You got to think a lot of hatred behind that punch from Cain. He had to be pissed off to see Cesaro kick out at 1 from his most devastating move, that head kick that knocked out Brock Lesnar. The head kick earned Cain Velasquez his only championship in RWF, and Cesaro kicked out at 1. Still, it is Cain that is victorious tonight. Cain Velasquez, by the way, has announced himself for the RWF Greatest Royal Ramble, main eventing our next show, Brown Jewels.
Winner, K. Valiant S.
Boo.
Boo. I don't know why Lance would be booing Cain Velasquez after coming to the ring with him, but he is, despite the fact he defeats Cesaro, who he does not like. But anyway, that's the show. No chat choice today. I'm looking to head out real quick. Sunday's the big show. That's the big papaya boombalada show. Alright? That is Brown Jewels. So I will see you all there. I love you. Bye-bye.